I'm Benji Taylor, so I'm an education leader here at Genius. So I studied psychology at University of Pretoria, and then I did my honours at UJ. And yeah, after that, I really liked the more analytical side to psychology, so I ended up going into psychometry, where I also did the 6-month practicum, and I became a registered psychometrist. And yeah, after interning in it, I stumbled across this role of education leader, and yeah, I have really enjoyed it so far. I think it really was cool coming from psychometry into this space, being in the educational space, because obviously with psychometric assessments, you also get the educational side to it. And so I also did some going into schools and doing the sort of career guidance and subject choice assessments. And so being in this space is really amazing to see how that even prepared me for this, working with students, but even just looking at the more numbers side. So obviously, we work with students, looking at their marks, and we really do get into, what is actually behind the mark of the student, where does it come from? And, how can we increase their mark, and looking at the data. So it really is amazing when you do look at our assessment process, how we go into the nitty-gritties and the numbers. So I think that's really a nice way that psychometry has tied into this EL role. A day in the life of an education leader, it's quite nice because, with psychometry, often you focused very specifically on, either running the numbers or conducting assessments. It really is varied, various roles and different things you do in your day. And so, from having meetings with clients, to having meetings with students, to conducting assessments, educational assessments on students, literally doing a lot of admin work at the office, meeting with colleagues, brainstorming with the tutors, what is best for the client. But yeah, I think the biggest thing is really just building relationships. So whether it's going for a dinner with a client or, taking a student for a coffee, it really is, or going into their home, it really is amazing to just build a relationship and to inspire and mentor these students and show them really that although they're in a very difficult space right now, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that there is hope for them. Yeah, in terms of the remuneration, I think I was really pleasantly surprised coming to Genius. Obviously, coming out of university, you're looking at different roles. And so, as you'd see on the website, the 24,000 Rand is guaranteed as a minimum after training. And I was so pleasantly surprised to see, well, you can actually, that's just, the minimum, but you can really grow so much into the space. And if you are performing in the sense that you're actually, not only meeting targets, but you're encapsulating the role of an education leader, you can really grow and the salary can be, at least double that. So it really is, it's something that you can get excited to grow into. And earn a lot more than you would, especially coming out of a degree in psychology in other fields. I think what sets the company apart, and Genius really is just so different from any other company I've worked for in the past, and I've worked for quite a few, is really just the culture of the organization, not only, with regards to your colleagues, and it really is, it's insane how you always just want to be at the office, you want to be around the colleagues, whether it's going for a coffee or just coming back after a hard meeting. It really is just an amazing culture that is cultivated here. But not only that, but also just with the clients. I think how we treat our clients, with utmost respect, and just the professional, but also the intimate relationship that we can cultivate in becoming so close with the family. I think there's not a lot of professions where you can become so close with your clients in the sense that, when the marks are released, you're the first person they want to talk to because you've become such an integral part of their child's education. So a lot of people ask about the time commitment and, how many hours should you actually give per week? So really, it's a standard 8 to 5 commitment weekdays, and then on the weekends you'd either come on a Saturday or a Sunday for tutor training. But really, the true nature of the work is we want to exceed expectations. And so oftentimes a client might request the meeting after their work or, maybe before their work in the morning going for a coffee. And really, it becomes a no-brainer if a client wants to meet you before work, because you've grown such a relationship with them that it becomes the bread and butter of the job. So there is an expectation, that as you are especially starting out and as you're proving yourself as an EL, that it will be more of a commitment than just the 8 to 5. So if you are watching this and you're wondering, is this role for me or is it not? Looking back, I'm so grateful that I've been in this role. The self-development especially is so amazing. I think it's a role that challenges you to grow. It's a role that exposes your weakness and helps you to become a very powerful human being, not only in your interactions with clients and your interactions with people, but even just in inspiring and leading other people. And so really, I think I'm so grateful to Genius just for the self-development and the lessons I've learned during this time. So the type of person we hire for this role often is people with psychology background or even psychometry, just because they've signed up to work with people, they love to work with people. They get some sort of energy also from going and having a meeting and having a conversation or a coffee. But at the same time also planning and the more missions mind to say, what are we going to do in 6 months time, and the looking forward. And so yeah, we do look for young and dynamic people, even if you've just finished your degree, or if you've done psychology and you're not sure what to do, or you're still waiting for master's applications, or if you've just finished psychometry and you're waiting for work there. It would be such a great idea to apply for the role and get some experience in the working environment, and it'll only do you good, really. And I think you should go and hit the apply button, and we look forward to seeing you.